Take noise. That's mine.
Very much further.
Okay.
I wanna have to go. Is that yours? Where you don't follow. I won't wait again. This passion side.
Okay, you know what I should have to do? I just gotta turn this mic off down. So it works. That's okay. I think we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Okay, I think we'll be okay. I just gotta turn this up and down. You know me already?
Okay.
You all ready?
I thought we were live, but
Not over here. Not over here.
okay. Thank you for listening.
No, you're not live yet.
Oh, we're not live yet? Okay.
I'll give you 1 second. 1 second. No, you're not gonna go live until after this plays. I mean, you live. Don't start talking until after this plays.
Okay.
Let this play for the thing to start the show. Okay, here we go.
Need to look very much further.
After this game,
I wanna have to go where you don't follow. I won't wait again. This passion side can't run from self. There's nowhere to go. But don't make me close. Come on, I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you dare. Must you there? Don't walk away from me. I have nothing if I don't have you.
Thank you for listening to Crazy Conversation.
And I know that you really said you really didn't really want to be in a real relationship, but I feel as if my connection with you have been genuine, and I just feel like I want to ask you a question. It's not normal that a woman comes to a man to propose, but I just feel as if you're my guy, and I know it. So I just want to ask you, would you marry me, Cedric?
You're a good woman. You're a good person, and I know your family and everything. And I know how much you care for me. I know how much you feel. I know what you feel about me. But I can't. I'm sorry.
Dirty bastard. Thank you for listening to Crazy Conversations with Miss Kim on intellectualradio.com. And again, that is the station that feeds your brain. I am so happy to have each and every one of you join us tonight with this crazy conversation. I am here with Wifey for Lifey and my executive producer, Sumner Allman. How are you today?
I'm doing good. And yourself?
How was your day?
It was wonderful. Your day?
It was pretty good. No complaints. No complaints at all. If you complain, it won't do no good.
I already know.
Yeah, so tonight's conversation has been talked about in our household a lot because, you know, I have grown a bond with Helen, you know. So again, before we dive into our conversation, and I apologize, you all, because I am a very good note taker, and I had to run out of work and left my notes, so I had to get them sent over to my phone. So if you see me with my phone in my hand, that does not mean that I am not listening to you and answering your questions as well. It's just that I left the notes in my writing pad on my desk at work. Tonight on Crazy Conversations with Miss Kim, the woman behind the viral proposal everyone is talking about, Helen Peoples. Miss Helen is going to talk with us regarding her Valentine's Day viral proposal that went crazy on the internet. And today we are going to have that opportunity to talk to Miss Helen and get some of these questions out in the open and live. I could have just spoken to Helen, or some could have just spoken to Helen, but we decided that we were going to bring this conversation live because so many people want to judge Helen because she was pulling up on the man that she loved. Don't judge Helen, because everybody out there know that they have stalked somebody before. I'm guilty of it. I don't have a problem with saying that I have stalked people. If they tell me that they've done, I have stalked a few people before. I took license plates off, you know, unhooked the alternator, all that kind of stuff. Don't try to act like you all haven't done anything. So when it comes to Helen and her love, she sings her way through it. I'm going to go through my notes and get a little bit more information about Miss Helen before we talk to her. Helen Peoples is 57 years old. She's an actress, comedian, and a singer. She currently lives in Ohio. She's a truck driver, but she can't drive now because of her hip replacement that went wrong. She did 25 years in heavy highway construction. She has one child, one grandchild, and unfortunately, and you have our deepest condolences, Miss Helen, she just lost her mom on April 1st of 2026. So again, our condolences go out to you, Miss Helen, to even be in the mood to want to have this conversation when you're still going through your bereavement process. Also, Miss Helen has a new single out, and it's called Leave You. So again, if you all are looking for some good music and some music that can get you in or out of a relationship, then you need to start streaming, because it's on all digital platforms. It's called Leave You by Helen Peoples. So again, please go support Miss Helen on that record. And she said that she was helped with the song by City Boy P. So that was a collab. And she will be doing a music video in the next 2 weeks to the song, and doing many other collaborations with other artists as well. So as you can see, Miss Helen went through a situationship, but she's still on the grind, and we appreciate that from Miss Helen, and we appreciate her for spending time with Crazy Conversations. So we're gonna wait until Miss Helen calls us at the station. But some of the things that everybody wanted to know because the woman behind the viral proposal, everybody was talking about, because he said no. He said no. So a lot of people was he wrong or was he just honest? I mean, it can go either way. He was wrong. He was dead wrong. But I don't even want to flip this mic up in here because I can't afford to pay for it. So again, let's see if this is Miss Helen calling in. Thank you for calling Intellectual Radio, Crazy Conversation with Miss Kim. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, Miss Kim. It's the one, the only, the viral sensation, Miss Helen People.
Miss Helen, you are always on time. I don't want to try to sing because I can't do what you do. I can't pull up and sing a song to show you what I mean. So say hi to Miss Helen. Tell Miss Helen how they talking about her at home.
How you doing, Miss Helen?
Hi, how are you?
Doing good.
Miss Helen, we got so many questions that we want to know. And you already know how I'm feeling about, I want to fight somebody. I'm going to fight somebody over you, Miss Helen.
You know what? I love you. I love you so much, Miss Kim. I don't want you to fight nobody, though,
Okay.
Because, you from the Chi-Town. They say you don't mess with nobody.
West Side, Holy City, baby. And I promise you that people need to stop acting like they ain't never rolled up on nobody and stalked them or try to find out where they stood in their life. Because, Miss Helen, I'm going to tell you, Miss Kim ain't perfect. I have stalked some people. I had to roll up and do everything. Mm-hmm. So what you did, it made sense. But let me tell you what you did that made the world of a difference. See, it can make sense, but your stuff, it made the world of a difference. Do you hear what I said? When you rolled up with the best songs, you had the right songs to send a blood pressure straight through the roof.
Oh, thank you.
So we want to talk a little bit about the proposal day. Do you feel like talking about the proposal?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay. Well, my questions that was received was, did you ever think that you would propose to a man or a woman, whomever you're seeking at the time? I mean, did you ever feel that you would be the one to initiate the proposal?
Well, first of all, let's just say, everybody really thought the skit was real, right?
Uh-huh.
But it was all a skit. So initially, me as a woman, I would never propose to a man. That's just me.
Okay.
Would I be eager enough to pursue what I want? Yes. But what I was trying to do in the video was bring awareness to so many different levels to what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? So the proposal just brought it to the table to where it made it so much more significant. And then Valentine's Day even brought it even more significant. And I think that's why it went even viral, because what woman really proposes to a man?
So do you feel that people were misled, or were they just on there for pure entertainment? Because, I mean, I felt like, I thought that you were really a woman in love.
Right. Well, what it is the Cedric Maddox. Well, I have to mention his name regardless of what, because he's the platform that everything went viral on. So if you look at his content or his page, it says he brings sort of like real life stories to the platform, to where you can either judge either way, right? Mm-hmm. But this was my concept I wanted to bring to the platform, to his platform. So if you look at his social media and you see all the many skits that he has, you can sort of put it together. But if the emotion was there for the viewers to feel like it was real, then that's really awesome to me because it wasn't real. But if everybody thought it was real, then that's a great thing for me as far as the acting goes. But yeah, it was all a skit. It was all a skit, and I was trying to bring different things out as far as, you know, not proposing to a man, how far a man could make you feel in situations that will lead you to levels of you trying to do things that's unorthodox as a woman, as we may say. You know what I'm saying? You might be pillow talking and doing that to 12 other women.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? And then treating you a certain kind of way, and then when you act crazy, it's the problem. You know? So I was trying to bring that awareness out to women, too, because I'm quite sure it's the women out there that got men that play with them on the inside, but don't take them nowhere on the outside.
Wow. Now, did you expect to have this level of reaction to the viral proposal?
Oh my God, Miss Kim. Oh my, I could have never thought of the notoriety of all the people, the time, and they're still looking and they're still talking, and I could have never imagined this. I mean, so what's happening now is, if I can't say, I can't even interact with my fans on his page because I'm blocked. I would love to interact with my fans, but I can't even interact with them because I just can't. But I never thought in a million years that one video would go where it went. No, never in a million years, Miss Kim, that I would have thought that. Never.
Okay. Now, when you say that you're blocked, like that you're blocked, so you all have a no contact type of situation going on right now. And that just don't sound like no skit, Helen. Now, you blocked.
Well,
you sure nothing happened?
I'm positive. So yeah. So
you
no,
didn't like Cedric just a little bit.
So what happened was, so if I just be totally honest about everything, right?
Put it out there.
Cedric inboxed me on Facebook dating, right? I've been single for a long time, right? I got an inbox from a guy, your future husband.
That's
right?
what he said?
Yeah, that's what he said. Hey, this is your future husband. Matter of fact, let me go on, if I can go.
He won't quit.
Go on Facebook. Oh, I can't see what he said because he blocked me. Let me see if I could go to the messenger.
Oh, you are setting me off when you say block. He got a lot of nerve. Go ahead.
Yeah, so he blocked me.
Uh-huh.
So it started off as a possibility of being a situation because of the way he came to me as far as in the Facebook dating app. But no, we never had sexual intercourse. No, we never did anything that would validate anything to say that we were doing anything other than getting to know each other. You know what I'm saying? And as we were getting to know each other, the content was involved. I'm like, wow, this guy knows a lot of people. He's vested here in Houston, Texas, because I want to be known, because I'm trying to get with maybe a band or, you know, somebody, because my idea was I was going to go out on the side of the road, like you see the people on the side of the road asking for change. I was going to go on the side of the road, Miss Kim, with my rollator, my speaker, and my microphone, just for donations, because I actually can't work now. So yeah, so I was going to be doing some hustling anyway, girlfriend. You hear me?
I hear you. Now, you said that during the early part when you all were trying to date, when you said trying to date.
Well, no, I wouldn't say trying to date. You know, so the thing is started like, okay, you're in my inbox. Why are you in my inbox about your future husband? So if somebody texts you with that, that's an automatic ding, ding, ding to a woman. Oh, well, this man must be interested in some kind of way. Okay, well, let me see where his interest levels are going. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's why I'm saying that. Did anything go too far? I mean, if you all were trying to date, what I'm saying, were you acting like those videos during that time with that run?
So what it was no. So listen, it all started out in social media, right?
Okay.
As the dating. He never said we were going to date. Because I just felt like I was getting to know somebody that had a platform that I could sing on, and that's all I was really cared about.
So you had sang for him.
I did one video before that didn't go viral. It didn't do the numbers that he felt like they could have. We were actually coming out of a place that looked like it was an apartment complex, and I was chasing him to the car. So the caption was, what would you do if you messed up in your marriage? You know what I'm saying? So I was chasing him, and I started singing Our Love, and I got in front of the car and, did all of that. So that was the very first video we did that didn't really go viral. So even though we were still doing content, we weren't really on the back and forth with the relationship because the content was more important to me.
So it became a business type of ship.
Exactly. It shifted to that really fast because there's no way that we would have been able to do anything anyway because he was already dealing with somebody else that was close to us anyway. So it wouldn't have worked out anyway.
And see, now the only problem that I am seeing is that, it kind of puts the listeners and the followers in an untrustworthy situation because now we don't know what's real. When people propose on their content and, they're breaking hearts for views, and calling it love, I was really calling that man some bad names at my house. I was really calling him some bad names because I said, now this don't make no sense. In 1 second, I'm going to help Helen. And I promise you, he gonna get right. Cause he gonna see she got help. He not finna do her like that. And then when I heard your voice, and then them songs, Our Love, what Natalie was trying to say. That got our parents through some deep trauma, some hard relationships, some makeup babies, and all those things that came about when in the 60s and the 70s when our parents were going. So those songs hit home, Helen.
Mm-hmm. And I chose those songs for reasons because the thing was, like I said, if you look at his profiles on all his platforms, all of his stuff is content, right? So however he brings his content, right? So everything is content. As far as what I did with him, I can't validate and say other stuff. You can tell what's content. You can look at certain things and see the videos on and on and on that is content. So the whole purpose of the video and the content for my purposes was to bring awareness to a narcissist and the things that women will do when they're shown overly amount of love in public. So, I mean, in secret, and then not really giving it out outwardly in public, or having multiple women that he's dealing with, possibly. You know what I'm saying? Or men, period, or women, or whatever. So we already had it was already played out as a skit. And so, of course, the thing was, okay, for views. I didn't really propose to him for the views. I proposed to him to bring awareness to women. Don't do this.
Well,
don't you ever allow yourself to do this. And in the midst of that, because we never like scripted anything. Everything was lights, camera, action right now. Nothing was like, okay, you're going to say this, I'm going to say that type deal. And the only reason why I did that was to bring awareness to my situation as far as having a messed up hip replacement. That's why the rollator is there, you know, for that purpose. Okay, bring awareness to that. Maybe I can kill 7-10 birds with one stone with this one video. But, you know, I've never had an opportunity to talk about it to anybody. And so I just thought maybe everybody thought it was content because he's a content creator, you know. So I'm grateful that you had action in it. You know what I'm saying? That just lets me know that my acting skills must be up. Somebody needs to go ahead and get me in a play. But
after I have heard that the content was done to for not for love, but love turned into content. You know, people are already so private with their proposals. And now you see them being public, viral, you know, sometimes they questionable, just like this was questionable. You know, I'm just glad that our listeners got the opportunity to hear from the woman behind one of the most talked about no's on the internet. You know,
wow, I didn't even realize it was the most talked about. Like I said, I've seen numbers. I'm sorry to cut you off. I've seen numbers, and when I've seen the numbers, I'm like, wow, just on the one video, and then on all the platforms, but I didn't know it was the most talked about. That's pretty awesome.
Most talked about no. You heard that, Miss Helen?
No. Say that one more time.
I said the most talked about no on the internet. Yes. So, I mean, even if you all acted it out as a skit, were you made aware that he might say no? Or did you all talk about how to answer, what the answer and the response was going to be? Because, you know, it had to be some dollar signs thinking this out.
Well, see, if the dollar signs was thought out, they sure wasn't thought out on mine. And because I'm not the content creator, you know what I'm saying? I'm the hopeless lady that was working in the oil fields. Now I'm not making the money that I used to make. I went and had a hip replacement. They put all the wrong parts in me. So now I can't work. I'm disabled. So now I'm about to move to a new city. So all I got is my voice now, right? So this all I got, you know, hands down. So he already knew he was gonna say no.
So right? He already knew that he was gonna say no.
Yeah, he knew it was a skit. He already knew he was gonna say no, but we didn't practice how it was gonna go. When I went to him and said, hey, Cedric, you know, I know you said you don't want to be in a relationship. None of that was scripted. That was just all came off the dome.
That's why I asked that.
Yeah, everything he did came off the dome. But I already knew he was going to say no. Every video we did was already, because every video we did afterward was like, okay, now I'm stalking you. So I said, now we're going to make more videos. And he was saying the same thing. We're going to make more videos. But now I said, okay, so now I'm stalking you. So we were going to, and so now it's been turned into a sequel now. So now it's moving. I'm like, okay, well, at the end of the sequel, I'm going to, you know, say that I had a tracking device on your car, right?
Okay.
And then that's how we're going to end the sequel. And then we're going to do maybe a Cedric said yes. And then we were going to do relationship topical things. And then we were going to try to do some stage plays and comedy shows. And there were a lot of things we were going to do in the midst of the conversations that we did have. And then so everything took a shift
So everything was talked about as far as a financial come up. No poo-poo involved.
Not for me. No, no financial come up was ever talked about for me. I only received gas money one time to do those videos. I never asked for a quarter. I just wanted to be seen because I'm moving to Houston and maybe I could be seen on this person's platform because he's a content creator, right? I don't know anything about content creators, even though that's what my platform says, content creator, because, you know, I am, because I do a lot of content, but not to the magnitude of the way that he does it. You know what I'm saying? This is his job. This is what he does for his livelihood. So, yeah. So if he has the platform, then let me get on it and maybe I could find a band or somebody to, you know, make some extra money on the side so I can survive because my livelihood changed drastically. So, no. He never said, oh, well, hey, I'm going to give you this, I'm going to give you that. He mentioned once he got so many whatever's on YouTube, if once he got monetized there, then he can start paying people, his crew, his staff, and all of that kind of stuff. But no, nothing was ever talked about. And even the monetization he's getting now, he's still not even thinking that I deserve a quarter of it. Because I haven't received anything. I'm blocked. Like I said, I lost my voice and couldn't do videos, so he blocked me. And he had another person come on his platform and try to do my concept, right? I called him. I said, Cedric, why would you have this lady doing the concept of my videos? I told you my voice was gone. I couldn't sing. I don't want to do a video. It's not going to really give, you know, off what it needs to do. Why are you rushing me to do videos? We need to do 10 videos right away. Anyways, so he had the lady do the video, so I called him. I said, why would you do that, Cedric? Well, you know, I can understand how you feel that it would be a problem, but it's my page and I can do what I want to do. You know, I got Snoop Dogg, DJ Quick, all these different people in my inbox saying X, Y, and Z. So I need you to tell me what type of executive decision you going to make about these skits. What we going to do.
Who was those names she said?
DJ Quick and Snoop Dogg.
DJ Quick and Snoop Dogg. And he, okay. So.
Yes, DJ Quick, Snoop Dogg. If you go on the page, if you go on there, like I said, I'm blocked. I can't even interact. Lily Lyons, there were so many blue checks, like all the, Melba Moore, Queen Melba Moore had time that day and those other days. There's so many stars. Like you said, I didn't even realize it, but now I can't even interact with him because I asked him why would he do that. And I went on the video and all I said was, wow, this was my concept, but the young lady sounds really well. I never said anything disrespectful or degrading, and I still haven't said anything disrespectful or degrading about Cedric. You know what I'm saying? And then I got blocked, and I'm like, wow. And I'm like, wow. So now, like, nothing. So if there's all the money that's being monetized, he's getting it.
Well,
and I've been told that all my videos are pinned, especially the wedding proposal video is definitely pinned on his page.
The fake Helen that's on there now, the fake Helen, she reported me because I said in the comments, where's Helen?
Oh, you know what? So what happens is, and I will say that.
I said, where's Helen? Because I wasn't finna listen to her. Where is Helen?
So listen, when that happens, he sends out a group of people that will report your page and stuff like that, you know. I don't know why he does that, because I learned with content creating that so even though the videos was done on his platform, all he has to do is push a button. There's a circle there because I can see all the people that see in the videos. I can see it. But every time I see it, it says that my dispute has been rejected because Cedric Maddox does not give me the rights to the videos that my voice is in. But there's a button that you push, and all it says is, you can share the rights with this person. And he's being that disrespectful and to not even do that much. And that's just the really sad part that really gets to me. You know what I'm saying? Because what was the whole reason? Why? Like, why?
That's what I'm trying to find out, Helen.
And that's what I want to know. Can y'all find out for me? Can y'all please find out for Helen why
You know,
am I blocked? Because all I said was it was my ideal and the woman did a great job. That's all. And I got blocked on every platform.
what woman did a good job?
So the concept of me following. So my voice went out and he had another young lady come with a speaker and a microphone and follow him at the car wash and the gas station. There were 2 videos. I called him out on it and he never did any more videos. Then he started putting up, well, if you want to be a star, the next star, the viral star, call me. You don't even do music on your platform, sir. All of the music stuff was my concept and idea. You know what I'm saying? So he brought another lady on to the 2 videos, like stalking him at the gas station, because those were supposed to be my videos. All of a sudden, he had the car wash. I'm supposed to show up. He at the gas station. You know, it was all my thing. And so he tried to take it and give it to another young lady. And when I mentioned it, that's when I got reported or I got blocked from all his platforms.
I was glad I couldn't use my social media for a couple days. It gave me a chance to chill. So I ain't got no beef with Cedric, but he making it beef.
But you know what? Can I say something, Miss Kim? And I love you because you're my fan from TikTok. Yeah. Can I say something?
Absolutely.
See, I could say a lot of things about Cedric right now, right? But my integrity is intact, right?
Right.
And so that just lets you know the character of the person that he is, because all you did was mention my name. I didn't tell you to do that. I didn't instruct you to do any of that. You told me what you did, right? And for him to just get somebody to report your page just because you asked for me, that's really sad, sir. That is really sad. So if anybody can find out what is the issue and why is Helen being blocked, and I have done nothing to you at all, but feed life into you, give you ideas that you're stolen and running with. And all I've done was be your friend. F-R-E, friend. F-R-I-E-N-D.
You sounded like you have done more than some wives, Helen. We'll do that another day, Miss Helen. But again, I just want to be honest with you. I told you it was crazy conversations, and sometimes it just, I'll just say it, and it's no disrespect to you.
No,
because you have been amazing. But it's another question I need to move to, and because that will take a few minutes. And this question is, Miss Helen, if Cedric called you tomorrow and say, let's rekindle, let's put the band back together, what would your response be?
No. Not at all. We can't. I'm sorry. And we could have ate good.
What about with a prenup and an apology, public apology?
But a public apology would be great. But what are we rekindling, the skits? So what are we doing? Are we rekindling the skits?
We're not letting nobody stop us from eating Miss Helen now.
Mm-hmm.
And so he gone about his way, you gone out the rehearsal, you gone home, he gone home.
Hey,
it's workable. Y'all work good together.
Yeah, we do. We were like peanut butter and jelly, like sugar and rice, or salt and pepper if you like. Okay. Cereal and milk. Do you feel me? The thing was, but see, you can't disrespect somebody and have no regard to a person. So, irregardless to what it would have been, I gotta say no, ma'am. I gotta say no. But I would appreciate a public apology because I do deserve that. but I can't work with you anymore. I'm sorry, because of the way that you handled me at a time where I didn't have a quarter. I was running around there trying to get gas money from a friend of mine. It was a friend of mine that was there for me when nobody was there for me. We don't even talk no more, but I'm not going to get into that, and I don't even understand that. But I had a rider that was there for me. I'm like, girl, I got to go do these videos. Okay, well, you ain't got no gas. Nope. Okay, I'm going to send you the gas money. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying that you could never work with Cedric anymore on any other videos? What, like I said, what if it was a contract put together and you all could come to terms with what you all have went through and continue to work with each other? But if that couldn't work, Miss Helen, ain't nothing stopping you from going solo. Now I believe you can. I think you can go up the street. See, you in Ohio. You probably don't have Halsted, but you can go on Halsted. You can find another one and stalk him right at the shop on the Deuce. I promise you, it's some barber
shops. I'm gonna be moving back to Houston. I'm gonna be moving to Houston here in July.
Okay, well, I think that you should really consider continuing your career because, again, the reason why I was reported is because there ain't no more Helens. Ain't no more Helens out there. So that's why I got reported. I've been on social media all those years since 2008 and I ain't never got reported. I ain't even care at the time, for real. For real, Helen. I just knew that I couldn't communicate back and forth with you, but I was like, okay, it is what it is. I knew, and when I say this been an amazing week with you, Helen, I mean, you still teaching me things as a relationship because like you said, you were trying to make awareness to women on what to do and what not to do. And I thought that it was way disrespectful to even have that on social media because the last thing that I would want to do is be proposed to someone and they say no and we lied.
So what happened is, so there were a few people that I'm connected to or know. Let's just say a few people that I know, and a few other people know that pretty much it wasn't a proposal that they do, but they go all the way out for a person effortlessly. To no return, and it looks like a proposal, to everybody else it may look like a proposal, but, the whole awareness to that wasn't to be like, mad at Cedric or to be mad at Cedric. It was to view whatever you wanted to view from it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But my thing was to not do it. And my thing was women do it. We overdo things sometimes. Sometimes we'll take a little bit of this and think it's that and it's not that. Or we'll take what a person is doing to us in secret and come out. So not that it was bearing to any of the stuff that we had going on in real life. It was just bringing awareness. So while I was doing that, boom, Valentine's Day, then I could talk about my hip replacement.
Well, when you told me
part we put in, so that, and then we can bring talks about everything,
right.
So it just could be a trickle of a different things that we can discuss about it, and then however people viewed it, it would be okay for discussion as well, because everybody has a different eye and a view and a vision in it, I can't say what you perceived in it. Somebody else might have seen something else,
Absolutely, because when you said that about the awareness component of the skit, it made me go back and it made me rewatch it and replay it and replay it. And it made my heart happy in certain ways because it made me feel like, you know, everyone can get someone. And no matter what, you know, it's love out there for everyone. It may not look the way your girlfriend told you it should look, or it may not look like your parents told you it would look, but it's someone out there for everyone to love. And I thought that he was being, you know, disrespectful because of your walker. And now that I know that it was hip replacement, you know, I kind of thought it was like, you know, abuse to you hurting somebody that needs your help. You know, it was several ways that I looked at it. So, you know, with the awareness component that you told me. So, I mean, it gave people hope. I mean, just because yours, you know, that was a skit and it turned out no, that it's still gonna be some more out there. That it's still gonna be some more skits out there. It's still gonna be some people and some women that will ask a man to marry them. That I mean,
or overdo or take them out or treat them and you know things of that sort. You know, but so and I like the way you brought that point out because the thing is. It can bring awareness in that level too. If you have a handicap, don't let that stop you from initiating whatever you want to pursue. Maybe not asking them to marry you, but asking somebody to go out on a date.
Correct.
You know, if you feeling insecure about the fact that you may have a cane or a wheelchair, don't let that stop you from doing or pursuing whatever you want to do. I'm in pain every day, ma'am. The wrong size rod. They drilled the wrong size femur and rod. I have reconstructive screws in my hip right now. I have screws sticking out that's been sticking out since my surgery. I have to have another replacement. My whole life changed. I was in the oil fields I'm a truck driver driving sand trucks in the oil fields, went from that to homeless, sleeping in my car, went from sleeping in my car to sleeping on my daughter's couch with nothing, having to use everything that I worked for as my savings. Now I'm living off of it now. My credit card, $15,000 credit card limit is now a debit card.
so
You know,
Miss Helen, can I ask you something, please?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
if you were going through all those storms at that time, why did you want to add a relationship to that?
So the thing was, I never wanted to have a relationship.
Because you said on you have became a member of Facebook dating.
Right. I became a member of Facebook dating, right? Cedric came in like, okay, we're dating, I want to date. It never really went there. It went straight from, I want to date you to we're doing content, right? So we never even did anything. So it never was to date Cedric. We were doing content.
Did you date anybody on Facebook date, if I'm not too much in your business?
No, ma'am. I've been single for 5 years on purpose, going on 6.
So with the videos that you all previously recorded, were there any videos that was not posted? All of the ones that you all did, they're out there?
Yeah, all of them are out there, and actually I have some of them in like the lettering of my new single called Leave You. But no, all the videos are out there. So the first video was in the apartment, Our Love. The second video was the viral video. We did that like a week or so before Valentine's Day. I just told him don't drop it until Valentine's Day because of the significance of Valentine's Day and the fact that I had on red and stuff like that, because he was doing some other wedding videos. He wanted to do a video. He had somebody do a video with a wedding dress.
Yes.
And so he was trying to do videos like that. And I said, well, I want to do my video like this, and this is how I want to do it, with the rollator, the speaker. You know, it got to be significant to me, because once I'm recognized, you know, I'm going on about my business. So, you know, so even though he came in my inbox today, we never pursued that at all. It went straight to business.
That's so weird. But if you think of any other details that we forgot to talk about this week, Miss Helen, please let me know, because that just sounds so weird, and that you all could not continue the business relationship since it was nothing sexual or any of those things.
So my thing is, so if you think about it, if I just said, okay, if you're monetized on your page, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what content creators get paid. There's millions and hundreds of thousands of comments and hundreds of thousands of comments on side one comment. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just on one. So whatever money you're getting, you never offered me a quarter. So why would I want to continue working with somebody that don't even see me starving, and you're eating and you're not trying to feed me?
Well, now is your time, Miss Helen, to go set up your stuff.
If you can't give me simple gas money, Miss Kim,
I can't
and
believe
you
that
have
happened.
made all these thousands and thousands of dollars off of these videos, and you never once said, here go $5. And when you say something to them, oh, I didn't really think you needed it like that, because I perceive an image of what I make it seem like I don't need it. But I told you that I needed it. Oh, I thought you just were saying something. What do you mean?
See, the thing of it is where what I hear and what I've learned this week, Miss Helen, is that, you know, yes, you were done wrong financially, but that finance cannot replace that emotional damage that you have and that you're going through right now. That's why I was
because
praying.
So emotionally, so let me tell you something. So when you look at the situation, I'm starving, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm speaking life into a partner that we're doing content with. Because we couldn't have sex since he was already having sex with the camera lady.
What? Wait, Miss Helen, you didn't say that all this week. That's major. I mean, you didn't
So
say
I'm
that
dropping
this
it
week.
now. You said save stuff for the show, Miss Kim. I'm saving it. There's a bomb. Drop it. Drop it. Stamp it. Check it. Okay?
Okay, doctor, go ahead.
There it is. You said save stuff, right?
Right.
I can't give it all to you at once. I can't give it all to you at once, right? It got to be a show. It got to make sense, right? And you got to understand the dynamic of the foundation of where I'm trying to set, okay?
Can the camera woman, can she sing?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No. She does all the cameras, the videos. She does different skits with them, too. We were all business partners, all three. So there's no emotional, sexual, attachment there. You feel me?
We don't judge, Mr.
So the hurt is the fact that we had $1 million dream, and it came to life.
Yes. Quickly.
And he told me at this point he wanted to even sign me as his first artist on his record label.
What's his label?
I've never had these many people. I've had people follow me because he got followers, and he said he got up to 25,000 new subscribers. He said the video went into the millions in less than a few days, and it's rising, and then all the numbers. He said, this has never happened to me. You are the prize. That's what he said. You the prize. Yeah. We got to put everything into Miss Helen. yeah, you're an actress, you're a comedian, you can sing. Oh my God, you're a people person. You can engage the crowd. You can do this, you can do that. You that one, right? Okay. Well, I'm that one. Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir, but you ain't giving me no damn gas money. Excuse me.
That's right. Okay. Miss Helen, we're gonna continue this conversation. I am going to close us out, but again, I will be calling you right back because you left off a whole lot of tea, Miss Helen. So I'm calling back, and I'm about to clock it right with you because I think you're gonna have to do what you did. And you said, Miss Kim, I was on my way to Chicago. Ain't nothing. I ain't mad at you. We gonna have to get you in Chicago, Miss Helen, because I see right now that you were not done fairly. And again, we're going to get you back out there. We're going to get you back as Helen. People was a household name when that viral video hit it. And again, I have enjoyed you so much, Miss Helen.
Oh my God, you know I love you.
Again, and we love you. And you want to say bye to Miss Helen? I ain't going to be talking to her all night, though.
Baby.
She say bye, baby.
Have a good night.
Miss Helen, I promise you did not give me all that, but I love you for it, and we're going to get to the root of the problem. But again, thank you so much for listening to Crazy Conversations with Miss Kim on intellectualradio.com. You just heard from Helen. People, please follow her. Go Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. You got to get to know Miss Helen. Miss Helen, good night. I'll see you soon. From Helen.
All right, talk to you later.
No, Helen, I'm tired of this. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of you following me. I'm sick of you not doing this. No, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of you doing this. How did you get it? I'm tired of this. No. What do you mean? You don't care about me. I'm recording you for me. I'm recording you for me. I'm recording you for me. I'm recording back. Back.
You're my morning star.
Get back.
Shining
Get back.
brightly beside
Get back.
me.
Get back. Get back.
And
Get back.
keep
Get back.
this love.
Get back. Get back.
We will last through all eternity.
Back up, please.
Just the way we are. I love it, love. It's just the way it should be.
It's crazy.
And tall as the tree, our love will be for the whole world to see.
What are you doing?
Our love will change people's wrongs to right, and we'll never fight, 'cause we'll always have each other. Please, please. I love you.
Tonight wasn't just about a proposal. It was about truth, whether it was love, content, or lesson. One thing is clear. We've got to stop performing love for the world and start being real with ourselves. Thank you so much to Helen Peoples for joining us on the phone tonight on Crazy Conversations with Miss Kim, and to everybody listening. Don't just go viral, go real. This is Miss Kim and my executive producer and wifey for lifey. Good night.